Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, January 5, 2017 at 1:01 a.m. Birmingham. Topic, I have two short ones here. Last night I did a blog, or this morning, and I stated in that blog that I believe that Obama is an ISIS, Hamas, and so on sympathizer. And I think I just got that proof right here. And I just found this all of a sudden, just out of the blue. Number one, you all know Louis Farrakhan. He's a radical, just like Obama. He's a radical idiot. He's claimed responsibility for doing a lot of bad things in our country, including knowing who, if not himself, some bombings. I think he's killed at least one cop, maybe considerably more. I don't like him, not even a little bit. But yet all of a sudden he's become a Trump friend or Trump buddy or a Trump wannabe because he said Donald Trump must destroy Obama's legacy. I say, while Donald Trump is destroying Obama's legacy, let him destroy Louis Farrakhan's legacy as well. Hope you hear that, Louis. You suck. All right. The other, a leaked audio recording of John Kerry has exposed Obama's plan to allow ISIS to grow in order to force the hand of Syrian President Assad. Like I said, Obama is ISIS, in general, Islamic Muslim sympathizer. And Brotherhood Hamas, you know who I'm talking about, the whole daggum bunch of them. But anyway, that was on a mic that they failed to turn off. And John Kerry said those words. He said that that's what Obama wanted to do, is make sure that ISIS were allowed to grow. And you know what it would take to allow ISIS to grow? The same thing he's been doing. Nothing. He's lied about it. He says he's been doing something, but he's done nothing. So he's lied the whole time. And the other little bit of news here. I went in last night and I was looking at what it was taking, or what it would take for Iraq to RV its dinar. I read some things yesterday on the Dinar Guru and heard that people got paid, and these are the people over there that's building their infrastructure. Oh man, and they were in one town. I didn't write the name of the town down, but I'm going to tell you what, it looked like you'd walked into any nice community anywhere in this country. I mean, huge malls, just office buildings, just everything, high-rise apartments. And of course, high-rise apartments reminds me of communist and socialist countries, but that's what you saw there. You saw everybody driving new cars. No clunkers running up and down these roads. I was just wondering if they were really in Iraq. But anyway, I did see that. So things are taking place in a good way throughout parts of Iraq. But the parts, and what is it? This other town, not Aleppo, that's Syria, but the other one, Mosul. I said that when they said they had cleared ISIS out, I said, no, they hadn't. Mosul has too many sympathizers for ISIS, and they could blend in too easy. And that's just what they did. All four corners of that city, and I don't know how big it is, and what parts of it is still standing, people live there. But that's where the Islamic, or the ISIS, had been hiding. at the sympathizers' homes. And I told you that they would do that, and that's what they're doing. But during a study, other than finding that out, something else here, and it said oil, their estimate, if they get it $44, then they can start doing some things with a dinar. But now it's here, right here, it's $54. So it is going up. Now I look back at the oil production in the best guesstimates they had, and this 6 years ago, was on a low end, the total dollar income of the Iraqi oil would be $3 trillion. That's on the low end of the scale when they were doing all their estimates and what they do. What they're doing, they take the same amount of piece of property and calculate the size, as well as they do in Kuwait and in Saudi Arabia and Omar and Qatar and these other places. How much oil are they getting on each, just say each 120 acre plot or 160 acre plot? And then they use those statistics and measure it in the same way in Iraq. Well, on the low side, they came up with $3 trillion. On the high side, now keep in mind, this is 6 years ago. On the high side, it was up to $15 trillion. So on the high side, today, 6 years later, I think, and again, my opinion, I don't know, but I think they could easily double that number, if not make it even bigger than that. And still, number one, and this is a fact, number one, oil reserves is Israel in the world. Number two is the United States. Number three is Iraq. And number four still seems to be Russia. Now, Russia and Iran kind of shares borders where the oil is or where they're getting oil. And there's not a quarrel there, but this is why Russia keeps peace with Iran, because it's the lines that they're not really arguing about. Because, for example, I'm going to pick my brother-in-law where he lived just out in the country about 50 miles from here. They drilled for a natural gas well, and anyone that had 40 plus acres and it was within 40 acres of the spot where they were drilling that well, they would get royalties on that oil. Well, he missed out because he and I leased 200 acres together, one on one side of the road and one on the other side of the road. And the guy that was having the well done, a buddy of mine way back when I was 16, 17 years old, a guy named Cakes, I won't tell you his first name, but they drilled and they found natural gas. They're still pumping it today. And if you go back and pay attention, it's all over, all over coal country. Virginia, West Virginia, in parts of Tennessee, and parts of North and Eastern Kentucky. Look, all these guys, it doesn't matter where you are, there's oil under the property. And probably if I wasn't near Birmingham, Alabama, I would have it under my property. But I know what's under my property is friggin' rivers. We're laden with rivers in Birmingham, in the Birmingham area. But anyway, I've gotten off the subject. I'll end it there. So I want to tell you about the open mic leak by John Kerry, that indeed that was Obama's goal. He's a Islamic Muslim sympathizer, 100%. And then the study on Iraq, we just hope that one day it'll start. And when it hits, wow, it's going to hit. Jody Wolf Exposed.